Hey everybody, it's Carrie. I'm back. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for clicking in. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. You guys, today is January 25th as I'm filming this, and I have had a heck of a January, you guys. I hate January. I've never liked January. It's one of the worst months, I think, in the year, at least for me. But, so if I sound a little off, I am now fighting off a sinus infection. I've been sick pretty much almost all of January. So right now I'm fighting off a sinus infection, but I'm going to go ahead and film. This is a notebook that is going to be my next bullet journal, and I want to use this bag to decorate the front of it. And I'm hoping I can do that because this cover is kind of smooth, so we'll see how that goes. But we'll work on this, and we'll chit-chat, and that'll be what this video is. Okay. So, probably should have cut this before I came on camera, but I didn't. So, so my last video that I filmed, which was the Checking In with Carrie New Year edition, I didn't realize that day that the reason why I was feeling a little off, because though I seemed okay, I actually was kind of feeling just a little yucky, like kind of tired, whatnot, was because I was actually starting to show symptoms of COVID. Yeah. So, had COVID starting right after New Year's. So I think New Year's, the day after New Year's, which was the day that I filmed, was when I started first having symptoms. And, yeah, so, and was sick, missed a whole week's worth of work. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. Whole week's worth of work. So that was a week's pay lost right there. And was sick with COVID from starting the 2nd all the way through, I think, like the 13th or whatever. I started finally improving, and I did go back to work. They kind of made me, though. Like, once you don't have a fever anymore, you need to come back to work. They weren't even concerned as to whether or not I was testing positive or negative. And just as long as I hadn't had a fever in 24 hours. So then, you know, I'm improving from the COVID, and I don't know if any of you have had COVID. Sorry, you guys. What else do you want to see is he's struggling with this paper bag. Alright, where were we? Why is there a cut? What? Oh well. Anyway, so finally getting over COVID, and then this week, you know, as things were finally improving, I was finally getting my strength back, I started feeling sick again and ended up with a sinus infection, which is not totally uncommon for me to have after a big cold, because I just have really bad sinuses. I just had allergies all my life since I was a kid, and just always had problems with my sinuses. So yeah. So now I'm sick again, and it kind of sucks. I am improving, but with a sinus infection, you know, once the not feeling good goes away, you still have all that wonderful nasal congestion that you have to wait to clear up as your sinuses break free and all that fun, gross stuff. Anyway, so yeah. So I've been sick. So I'm currently still fighting that sinus infection. And so I haven't been able to really do anything. And then school started on the 13th of January. So I've been doing schoolwork, you know, during this time while I was sick and while I wasn't sick. I was lucky that during the COVID portion of my illness, that the school had not started. So, because I know when I had the COVID, I mean, I was down and out. Didn't want to move, didn't want to go anywhere, didn't want to do anything. But it kind of put a damper on all the things I had wanted to do in the month of January. So, yeah, let's put that aside. I wish I hadn't cut. Let's see. So I decided I needed to film something so I can get at least one more thing up this month. And then I'm hoping to still film a Valentine's Day for you guys for next month. But I've been wanting to mess with this notebook for a while, and I thought this was a easy enough video that didn't require a whole lot of preparation that I could get out for you guys. And it's just been a rough month when you're not well and you keep missing stuff and tired, and I've never liked January. Cold. So I'm looking forward to February and hopefully having the weather get a little warmer than what it's been. And for those of you who are watching me from places where it's snowing, you can ignore me because, you know, as far as you're concerned, I don't know cold like you know cold because I'm in California. That was what I was afraid of. No, that's okay. That's okay. We'll make it work. Yeah, I can work. Just trim this off a little bit right here. So this is just going to be my personal planner, so it's not like it needs to be show-stopping. So hopefully, and please excuse me if I have to clear my throat. I can't really help that at this point in time. If I can edit it out, I will. Otherwise, just sorry. So I think I want to round. Yeah, I think I want to round the edges. This. Yeah, okay. I'm hoping this will glue well to the book because it's kind of got this sort of a textured. I got this at Barnes & Noble. It's, I don't remember what it's called, but it's dot grid, which I prefer for the bullet journaling. And I just liked it. And I liked it was a bit of a softer cover than the hardcover ones, but I figured with this edition, and this is kind of a pretty thick, kind of almost cardstock material here on it. I did have another video I wanted to do for you guys. It was about, I was going to be making some sun catchers. I think I mentioned that in my Chatting with Carrie video that my mom had given me a sun catcher making kit, but right now I'm just not in a space to do intricate videos, so I thought this would be good. Kind of a quick little notebook video. And I can just let you guys know what's going on and that I am in fact alive. And I do watch what's going on, and I have seen I've gotten some more subscribers, so thank you for that. And that I have not dropped off the face of the earth. So I've just been sick. Really, really sick. Oh, my forehead's not in this. And if you can't see what this says, it says, today is your day. It's got like pretty flowers and little butterflies. And I believe that this bag actually came from the Dollar Tree. Let me just see if I can... Yes, it did. I was just looking at the bottom of it. Yes, I did. It came from Dollar Tree. Okay, so that's one. And this kind of gives it the cover a little bit of a thicker texture. Now, we're going to do the back. The back is plain. It doesn't have the same today's your day on the front and back, which is kind of nice. Because I'm hoping to use some of these scraps from this to make a pocket on the inside. Put things on the inside of the planner. So, and I know you guys have seen me make a planner before, and it seems like, you know, I planner hop. You know, I've done the planner and a composition notebook, which you've seen me make. I've done the Happy Planner system, which I think I did the year before last, I think. And I've done bullet journaling off and on, and I always end up coming back to the bullet journaling. So I've just decided, if I keep coming back to it, there's probably a reason, and I should actually do it this way, upside down. So, and then the thing about having COVID is you're contagious, so of course I then pass it on to my father, to my dad, which I didn't really want to do because his lungs are shot, and then my dad passed it on to my youngest brother, so we had COVID go through the house, and then when I started getting sick again, I started panicking that I had gotten reinfected, but I did not. So that's, be thankful for the Lord for that. It's just been a very exhausting month, and just sort of threw me off my groove, and like all the things I got some stuff done that I was wanting to get done, but a lot of the things, basically my crafting was the stuff that got thrown aside. I had so many plans, things I was going to work on to make that I thought, I could recreate on this channel for you guys, and I just, when I had the COVID, I just couldn't get out of my bed. I was just too tired to sit at my desk, and I was just too tired to do anything but sit there in front of my TV. And I tell you guys right now, do not get COVID. If you can avoid it, avoid it. Oops. I still did it wrong. That's okay. Pretty sure I got it from work. I work in a grocery store, so it makes sense that someone would come in either knowingly or unknowingly carrying the virus. And I haven't gotten the newest shot yet. I know my doctor keeps getting after me. You need to get the newest shot. You need to be protected. But I kind of feel like I just don't really want to hold it. That should be this way. Yeah. I'm a little bit bummed that this is kind of crooked, but that's okay. Again, like I said, it does not have to be perfect. It's for private use, just for me, so I'm not really going for perfection. Though, I do think I'm a bit of a perfectionist. There we go. Yeah, alright. And to top all that off, being sick and everything, I ended up doing an impromptu remodel of my, rearrange of my room a couple weeks ago, when I was at the very tail end of the COVID. I was finally negative, but I was still, I still had a little bit of symptoms, and decided to move my bed away from the wall. I won't go into detail about the reasons, and move my bed, and when I pulled my bed away from the wall, where the head of my bed was against the wall, when I pulled it away from there, there was mold. So, I don't know how long I've been breathing that in, but ew. I had to clean all that up. In fact, it was shortly after, about like a week after I did that remodel, maybe a little more than a week, that I started having this sinus infection. So I think having had COVID and then gotten slightly over COVID and then doing the remodel in my room, the rearrange, oh my god, words, in my room, and then breathing in all the dust that brought up, and finding out that I've been breathing in mold, probably was what caused me to end up having the sinus infection. So, yeah. But this room is terrible. I mean, you know, I'm blessed to have a place to live, have a roof over my head that is cost effective. But this room leaks. It's the biggest room in our house, and it's the leakiest room in our house. So, and I have not been able to get my humidity down at all. Like, my humidity is really bad in this room now. It's like at 70%. It's awful. So, you know, trying to manage that. So I'm going to have to put in for, I think I'm going to have to get a humidifier because the damp rid stuff just isn't cutting it. If anybody here, I just realized I hope I have enough of the floral left. So let's see if we can play around with some of this. But any hacks or ideas for reducing moisture? We use a wood-burning stove, and we currently have not had any wood, so we've kind of just been doing without. I have a space heater, but my space heater does not heat this room up very much, and I can't really run it at full bore because it will negatively impact the crappy electricity in this old house. So, it's, you know, the room doesn't get warm enough to kill the moisture. And then when I turn the heater off, you know, sometimes at night I don't really need it because I heat up pretty well on my own at night. The moisture picks back up. So I'm kind of in this never-ending battle with the moisture in my room. So. So hopefully those of you watching me have had a better start to your year. If you have not, I'm sorry, and I am praying that the Lord can turn that around for you, as I am praying that He will turn it around for me in February. So, and this does have a bend in it because of the it was where the bag folded. I don't know if I want to use this or not. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure of that. I do like how the cover came out. Really? Another thing I want to do is, I don't know about you guys, but I don't like, I know it's necessary because it's how they attach the book, but I don't like having pages like this where it's sealed. So I'm going to actually glue this page to this page so that I don't, so I just have this. I know it's probably not the funnest of videos, but I will be doing the Suncatcher video. I will most likely be editing this video. I haven't had a chance to talk to my brother. Like I said, again, I've been sick, and when I'm sick, my throat is hurting and I'm coughing and stuff. The last thing I want to do is talk on the phone to anyone. So that's why I haven't contacted him, but I do want to contact him. I'm a little concerned about how this will work. I mean, I like the idea of having someone help me out because it would be really helpful to, you know, to film and then have someone else do the editing, and then, you know, I could, when it comes back to me, watch it, make sure it's up to my specifications. And yes, Jake, I said my specifications. And, you know, before putting it up, but at least then it might save me some work since I'm also in school. Although the class I'm taking right now, which is the Principle of Hermeneutics, which is basically, you know, teaching me how to properly interpret the Bible. It's actually pretty interesting. And it's actually, I've already noticed like a change in me when I read my Bible now. That I'm looking at it differently, and it's kind of a cool thing. And just how much is really in there that we don't notice or that we overlook because we're not really interpreting that ancient writing of the Bible like, you know, like we're supposed, like, you know, like we should be, like how it was meant to be when it was written in ancient times. Okay, so now we have that, and then we have that, and I am considering making this a pocket here. I may want to cut that. And we can use this. I don't know. I like the idea of, you know, oh, we could, oh. I'm not maybe I can, okay, so I think what I'd like to do is trim this, and I'm going to try to make a little pocket in there. We have a ruler. I just want to get fairly even looking. Let's go up a little bit more. Right there. That's the nice thing about dot grid paper is I've got the dots there to kind of help me make lines. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed this watching my videos, but I can't draw or cut a straight line. Sometimes I can't even cut a straight line on my cutter. Like, I don't know if my brain's just crooked, so nothing I do is going to come out straight, but yeah, I can't cut a straight line, can't draw a straight line. If I go back to Dollar Tree at some point, I might try to find another one of these bags. This is really nice, and the paper quality of this bag is fairly nice as well. Nice. It's very, it's thick, very hardy, and really pretty. Probably wondering, what are you doing, Carrie? I am, well, you'll see what I'm doing. I'm sorry about having to constantly clear my throat. I just, sinus infections, just, they're not pleasant. Alright, so what we're going to do, is we're going to fold this. I'm actually going to fold this the other way. Let me get my fold holder. And then what I would do is I would glue this here, so when the pocket opens, you'll see this design. But we do need to trim it because it's too wide. My dad and my brother is playing with the dog in the hallway, so if you can hear strange noises, it's the dog running up and down the hallway. Our hallway is a hardwood floor, and so you can kind of hear her claws on it as she's running after her ball or bone or whatever. Okay. Yeah. So now I need to make another one of those. So let's see. Alright, so let's give this a fold. So I do have a composition notebook that may become a series. Let me flip that around. That I'm going to be working on too. I said January just kind of ended up being a mess, being sick and everything. Once you get over the symptoms, I don't know about anyone else who's watching me who's had COVID. And I'm sorry if talking about this is hurtful because you've lost loved ones. I know a lot of people who have lost loved ones to that accursed virus. Oh, goodness. I'm going to have to pause this for just a second, you guys. Alright, sorry about that. At that particular point in time, started to have a need to stop and deal with some stuff. Sorry about that. I was trying to decide what was the way that I wanted this. And we're going to do that over here. Before I bring that up, I do want to do a little thumb notch in here. There we go. And now we will put some glue here on this side and some glue here on this side. Oops, sorry, my forehead was in the shot. Sorry about that. It's not wanting to. Yeah. I think maybe this isn't working. Yep, I'm thinking I messed up. Shoot. Why is it not working? It's an accordion. It should work. It should work just fine. It's just not wanting to do it. No, I think there might have needed to be 3 instead of just the 2. Alright, well, I don't want to keep you guys here watching me fix my mistakes, but I just wanted to come on here and do a little work on this and let you guys know what was going on. I am doing better. I hope and pray that once the sinus infection is over, I won't be sick again until next year at this time. I will have another video coming out for the sun catchers, and one for the notebook, and also a Valentine's Day one. The Valentine's Day one I think will end up being the one I do first, since Valentine's Day is rapidly approaching and I want to show you guys my idea for that. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to come back and watch more, hit that subscribe button. And again, thank you for watching. And just remember, I'm just me, crafting for mental health, helping myself and others, one DIY at a time. Bye, I'll see you next video.